Hey, Ruan here from tunnelviziontv, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to create this effect. Okay, so quite a simple effect. Basically I'm going to show you guys how to use After Effects to create like a mobile phone text message kind of effect. So let's get started. So I'm using After Effects CC. First of all, I'm going to import my clip and I'm going to drag that into a new composition, just me texting on my cell phone. So first of all, we need to track this footage. So I'm going to create a new null object and let's rename that to tracking, and then click on your clip and we're going to go to the motion tracking panel, click on track motion. And then what you want to do is you want to track your phone or your hand just to get that movement. So I'm just going to try and kind of track my finger or something here close to the phone. Make sure in the first frame, and I'm going to click on track forward. Okay, so once your tracking is done, click on edit target and make sure your null object is selected here, and then click on apply. Make sure you've got X and Y, click OK, and you should have some tracking data on your null object. So if you play that back, just make sure that your null object is actually sticking to your phone or to your hand. Okay, next up we're going to create our text message. So go to new, go to text, and I'm just going to type something here. Let's say this is a text message. Hello, testing 1 2 3. Cool, something like that. And then just move it into position. So I'm going to try and make my message pop up in this area, and then you also want to create a solid. Just make this any color you want. I'm going to create like a kind of gray solid, and I'm just going to lower the opacity a bit so I can see my clip at the background. And then I'm just going to draw with the rectangle tool a mask around my text, something like that. Make sure your text layer is above your solid. And then we're going to pre-compose the text and the gray solid. So select them both, right click, go to pre-compose. I'm just going to call this text message. And right, so we've got our text message in a separate layer. Okay, next step is we want to parent our text message comp to the tracking comp. So you can just parent that. And that will basically give you that movement, so it actually follows the movement of your hand or your phone. So if we play that back, you can see that box with the text is actually following along. Next up, we want to animate the text onto the screen. So what you want to do, you want to go into the text message composition. So let's say we want to start animating the text at around 2 seconds. Expand your text, go to animate, click on opacity, set the opacity to 0%, and then expand your range selector 1. And then what you want to animate is the actual start of that animation. So if you see, if it's at 0, you'll see nothing. As it goes to 100, the text will appear. So at 2 seconds, we'll click the stopwatch, and let's go to around 3 seconds and set that start to 100. So if you play that back, you'll see the text will animate on. Okay, let's close that comp down. Let's go back to our main clip. So if we play this back, you'll see the text will animate at around 2 seconds. Okay, so next up, we want to add a line connecting our phone to this text message. So the easiest way to do this is to add a new adjustment layer. Let's just rename that. Let's call it line. I'm just going to put my tracking layer at the top. And then on that line, you want to draw a line mask. So just take the pen tool and just draw a line, something like that, and you'll see it will be a normal mask you've got there. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to add a stroke effect onto that line layer. So go to your effects, go to generate, and go to stroke, and then you can actually change the color of your stroke here. So I'm going to make it kind of similar to my box color, like a gray. And then what you want to do is you want to animate your start percentage. So you can't really see it because it's selected now. So if you just hide your mask, and then you can see if we change the start, it will actually animate that line onto the screen. Okay, so we want that line to finish animating at around 2 seconds. So at 2 seconds, make sure your start is at 0%. Let's click the stopwatch and let's go back 1 second, and then make your start 100%. Okay, so if we play that back, you'll see the line will then animate onto the screen and then the text will appear. Okay, next up you also want to parent your line layer to your tracking layer so that the line is actually moving with the text and with the phone as well. Okay, so the final thing that we want to do is we want to animate this box onto the screen. So make sure you show your masks there. And then what you want to do is we're just going to use a rectangle mask. So just draw that around the box. Expand that mask, enable mask path, the animation for that. And then we just want to select the 2 points at the top, hold in shift and drag down so it's not visible, and then move forward to around 2 seconds, and then we're going to move those 2 points up again. Okay, let's see if that works. So that will appear. Let's just make that animation a bit quicker, maybe move it closer where the line is actually close to that box, maybe somewhere around there, and let's see if that works. Alright, so that's it. As you guys can see, really simple effect, but can be quite handy if you want to show some text on a mobile device, etc. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and if you want to see more tutorials, click that subscribe button. Cool, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.